All right, my darlings, find a comfortable spot. Maybe grab your emotional support beverage of choice because you have officially landed at the Zealed Fujoshi podcast. This is the one and only podcast where we blend a seasoned professional analysis of Yaoi with the sheer unadulterated passion of a Fujoshi who has been navigating through this beautiful inksy water for decades. I am your host Cece, and I am absolutely ecstatic to guide you through today's episode. For those who might be new here or need a quick refresher, Jinx is the phenomenal manhwa that throws us in the high-stake world of MMA. But the real fight, as we know, is the battle of wills, heart, and histories between our two leads. The formidable, emotionally fortified champion, Joo Jaekyung, and his psych physiotherapist, Kim Dan. A man carrying a world of debt and even heavier weight of a complicated feeling. It's a masterclass in power dynamic, psychological depth, and the kind of slow burn intensely that the author Mingwa delivers like no other. Okay, chapter 62 is just wow. The air feels different in this chapter. When you get past the 60 chapter mark in a story like this, you're often in a fallout zone of a major narrative bomb that likely dropped in the preceding chapters. There's a gravity to this chapter number, a sense that we're past the point of no return on certain plot points. Yes, the opening feels heavy, it's quiet, but it's also loud quiet, you know? It doesn't have the chaotic energy of a fight scene. It has the crushing weight of an emotional aftermath, and I'm picturing, a lot of emotional wreckage from the night before. I just finished this chapter and I think I need to schedule again another therapy session. And Mingwa, my heart is in shambles. This chapter was so quiet but so devastatingly loud. The lack of dialogue in some scene was crushing, and I am not okay from it. To anyone about to read chapter 62, prepare yourself. It's a heavy one. The angst is top tier, but wow, it hurts. Kim Dan's state in this chapter is a classic depiction of emotional burnout and learned helplessness. The way Mingwa drew his eyes completely empty, and it's brilliant. If heartbreaking, the character is just heartbreaking. And let's talk about Joo Jaekyung. His action in the previous chapter leading to this chapter 62 shows a clear pattern. Is he capable of remorse, or is this just a moment of quiet possession? The debate in my soul is just raging on. Mingwa is using every tool in her arsenal to communicate their mental state. And for everyone defending Jaekyung, how do you explain his coldness? I don't see any redemption here yet. So after that, how can their dynamic ever go back to what it was? Chapter 62 feels like a point of no return for me. This feels like the bottom, and I'm desperately hoping this is the bottom and we can start building back up. But knowing Mingwa, we really don't know. And with that, my wonderful listeners, brings this chapter to an end of today's analysis on the Zealed Fujoshi podcast. Chapter 62 is undoubtedly a heavy but essential part of the Jinx experience. Again, I am your host Cece, and I would be honored to hear your thoughts about this chapter. How did this chapter affect you? What details stood out? Find us on your favorite podcast platform, subscribe, and join the conversation. Your voice is a vital part of our community. Join me next time as we continue to explore the incredible depth, artistry, and passion of the Yaoi universe of Jinx. Until then, take care of your hearts, especially after a chapter like this, and never stop celebrating the stories that move you so profoundly. This is Cece signing off.